Hey guys, MTG Noob here, bringing you another draft. This pack's interesting. There's some good red cards in the Wolf and the Blade Master. There are, or is, a Gather the Townsfolk. I don't really like any of them. I'm gonna just take the Bone Flinger. Um, I like it a lot. It's also a zombie. It keeps my options open more as if I slam this. If the wolf is potentially better than the bone flinger, let me know. But I like the bone flinger. Okay, and ooh, this is a really good pack. I think the Flayer is really fantastic, and I never get to play with him. It's a removal spell, and Captain is very good. We're going to send a heavy black signal here, which kind of sucks. We can jump into straight up zombies, or we can potentially keep our options open with a flare. I don't know which one is just better, but I'm going to take the flare and try to maybe build around it. Okay. Nothing too sexy in this pack. Elk is interesting. I think it's a pretty decent card. Chosen's good, and my finger slipped, so I took a Chosen. So that kind of sucked. Okay. But still, nonetheless, it was probably what I was going to take at the end. Alright, now we have a choice. We could take another Chosen. Seems like black's open. We could take a Death's Caress. It also seems like white's open, and if I really want to get my Flayer going, like really good, then maybe I should consider like drafting white-black for some humans. This card's really good. This guy's okay. I think I'm just going to take the Death's Caress, but I'm aware that I have to start getting lower in my curve already, since my curve is okay. Um, Nothing really amazing for us. I don't want to take this or this because it's too late. I guess I could possibly take a blue removal spell or a blue flyer. Um, yeah, I think the removal spell is slightly better. I don't really see anything else. This pack's kind of a bust for us. So I'll take the Chant over the Shriekgeist. Okay, another Shriekgeist comes. Another Silver Claw. Some green cards. Torturer is on color for us, but is a vampire, which will help flip this if we wanted to. I think we can probably consider a green card. I like the worm. I think it's really good, but it's also way at the end of the curve. I think I'm just going to try a Torturer or a Shriekgeist. I'm going to go Torturer and just try to soak up a lot of the black cards. Okay, here comes more stuff. Black Cat, another giant worm, a Griptide. I think I'm going to take the Black Cat. It does work. Also cutting off black pretty hard. Okay, this really doesn't have anything for us. We can potentially take a Divination or a Grave Purge or hate out a Faith Shield. I think I'm just going to take the Faith Shield. We're not 100% in blue just because of the chant. We'll take another Black Cat. Starting to wish I took the zombie, but we'll see how our Flayer turns out. I mean, he's bound to get better later on, especially if we pick up some humans. Flayer's good with Undying Evil, so we'll take Undying Evil. And we're cutting off black, I think, pretty successfully. Hopefully in our next pack we open like something amazing. Could go for a pretty classic Planeswalker or money card since I have not been opening money lately. It'd be nice to get something, get some value out of this draft. Okay, we're waiting on our pick. I believe two of our drafters in the pod are either not here or in a different game, not really paying attention. I don't know how you can be in a different game, but it is what it is. Alright, I hate Sightless Ghoul. I'd almost rather have the Ray of Revelation, just in case. I mean, we might be playing white, so I'm going to take a card I might side in over a card that, although it fits a 4-drop, I'm hoping I can get better 4s than that. Alright, so our black deck is turning out pretty decent on the low end of the curve for a change. So that's always nice. Always nice to see that I'm trying to learn from your awesome comments and help. So thanks again. Please keep them coming. Okay, I think I'll just take the Discovery here. Not going to play any of these other cards. Probably won't play it. I don't have much experience with this card, but never struck me as too great. Okay. Curse of Exhaustion, nah, we'll just take a Chalice. We won't be playing the Chalice, but we'll take it anyway. I mean, there are a lot of aggro decks or archetypes in this, so we will consider it a sideboard option. Okay, let's hope we open something really, 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 really awesome in the next pack, and it'll give us more of a direction. I didn't really see too much blue outside of the Captain and the Griptide. Wasn't like we saw anything in blue that was just knock your socks off. Okay, here we go. Pack 2. Be awesome. Pack 2. Come on. Could use like a nice Liliana, Garruk, or a piece of crap. Okay, this pack has nothing, absolutely nothing for us. We have no black cards, which is unfortunate. A lot of decent green. There's like not even any humans that aren't green. I can take a Midnight Haunting. I could take... Oh, come on. I didn't even take that. My finger slipped. Alright, I don't know. Apparently I have drunk fingers today. I was not going to take the Midnight Haunting. I was probably going to take the Silent Departure there, so let's keep that in mind. At least we didn't click on something really crappy. Okay, we're in black. A lot of good red stuff here. This is probably a signal that black's open. It's between that or the rig. I'm going to just take the curse. I guess we're potentially playing white since we snatched up the Midnight Haunting. This pack also really sucks. We can take a Sensory Dep, an Altar's Reap. We could jump to a different color. I like this card. Maybe we need to go red. It doesn't seem like white is coming. Blue doesn't seem too amazing either. I think I'm going to take the Tormented Pariah over an Altar's Reap or a Sensory Dep. We'll see what, if anything, comes up. Okay, it's a really nice pack for us. We have a lot of black removal spells and an Interloper. Tribute's just worse than Victim of the Night, in my opinion, so I'm going to just take Victim of the Night. Hopefully we get more of that. Okay, we kind of have to make a decision. If we want to stay white, there's nothing. It doesn't seem like white is very open. I'm kind of wishing I had that Silent Departure from earlier. It seems like we can take a Watch Keep or Claustrophobia. Let me hide white. And I'm going to hide land. I'm leaning towards either the watch keep or the claustrophobia. And I'll hide artifact. And we'll see how our curve looks. This looks pretty good. This is also a human for our flare. You know what? I'm going to take the red spell, and we'll see what happens. Okay, as soon as we do that, we get past a bunch of blue stuff. I thought I cut black really hard, but apparently not hard enough. I probably should be in blue-black at this point and have a better deck than I have at the moment, which is a little bit frustrating. I'm going to take the crab. I mean, I could take the Derange Assistant. You know what? Maybe I'll take the Derange Assistant to continue with trying to get value out of my Flare. I mean, Crab is good, but I think we'll have ways around it. I'm not cemented in blue or red yet, which is pretty frustrating. Okay, an air or Pitchburn Devils. I'll take the air. We don't have a lot of vampires. We have two. Could have another vampire, a brain weevil. All these are really crappy. I'm gonna just take Rally the Peasants because I don't want to get blown out by it. Okay, I guess I'll take a bump in the night. I don't really love that at all. The other cards are whatever. Seems like although I was black, turned out that it's not really happening this pack. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff. Alright, I'll just take a Riot Devils here. Looks like we're going to be going probably red as opposed to the blue. The blue looks like it's just poop on a stick, which is, you know, eh. The red, yeah, let's hide blue for now. So this is what we're working with. Seems like a nice little curve. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 humans to make Flare decent. I have some removal. I don't know if I'm going to be playing this bump in the night. Hopefully we end up with something better. Especially this Riot Devils is not fantastic either. But some decent stuff. I mean, that pack, we got one black card and a bump in the night. Like, really? Alright, come on. Something awesome here. Something awesome in red or black. I'll take either. Alright, well, you ask and you got it. I think I gotta take... There's 3 choices. I'm not going to touch any of them because my fingers are slipping a lot today. You have Blasphemous Act, you have Juggernaut, and you have Banshee. I think the pick is just... has to be Blasphemous Act because it gives our deck a whole nother, like, control-ish level. If that wasn't in the pack, I'd probably take the Juggernaut since we're kind of heavy at 5. I mean, I don't necessarily need to take the Blasphemous Act because it kills all our guys, but I always think it's a really solid card. I mean, we are light on creatures. Juggernaut is a pretty sexy creature, and we are kind of aggro. Let me know what you would have picked here, Blasphemous Act or Juggernaut. I mean, looking at my curve, I kind of want the Juggernaut. Yeah, I'm going to take the Juggernaut. Wrather God or Juggernaut. Yeah, let's take the Juggernaut. I could be wrong, but could be really wrong there. Alright, well, black is once again not flowing. I can soak up a Butcher's Cleaver, but I think the pick here has just got to be a Harvest Fire. We want to get more creatures. That's kind of why I took the Juggernaut. Okay. This is gonna be hard for me to get away from. There's a Clear Bomb in white or a Typhoid Rats. I don't think I could handle this. Well, that's not true. I can handle this, but is Typhoid Rats really worth it? I don't have anything to really make the rats amazing. Like, I have nothing that pings. I mean, it is a good guy in our curve, but we do have removal. I think I'm just going to take the Dearly Departed and, you know, avoid having to play against that thing. See, if I took the Blasphemous Act and not the Juggernaut, then I wouldn't have that issue because I could just Blasphemous Act. Okay, nothing really too amazing for us here. We're kind of in need of creatures. We're getting like screwed over creature wise. I guess I could take a Blazing Torch, which doesn't really help. We are slightly weak against flyers. Maybe I want to take a Scarecrow. The Elemental is average in our deck. We could take another Bump in the night and try to be really aggro, but Bump might just wheel. I think I'm just gonna do a Quell Sort. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Blazing Torch. And, we have 11 more picks. Hopefully I could get about 3 more creatures that are good, or we can have a pretty decent creature. I'll take the Disciple over the Riot Devils. It's another human for player. It's always good. It's at the 2 as opposed to the 3. Okay. Ghoul Raiser doesn't really raise too much. It works okay with the Flinger and the Black Cats. Yeah, I could take a Ghoul Raiser here. Um, if I was still in blue, I'd take the Departure. If I was in white, which I have a few cards for white, but nothing too sexy, I would take the Cathar. If I was in green, I'd take the Prey Upon. But I'm just going to take the 3-drop. I mean, we have 2 Black Cats and a Bone Flinger. Okay, this worked out. Cathar. Tormented Pariah looks good in the 4 spot. Okay, I don't really like any of these guys at all. I guess I'll take the Wolf, even though I'd hope to not have to play it, but we might just have to play it. I don't want any of these cards either. I mean, we have no late game, which is pretty bad. Night Revelers is okay, but I don't want to play too many 5s. But we might need a creature. So it's either hate out the Grave Bramble or take the Night Revelers. I think I'll just take the Night Revelers in case we want to play it. Okay, we'll just take a Giant Goliath. We're not going to play him. Man, I don't know. Naturalize? No, I don't want to give the guy 2 Grave Brambles that I'm going to probably have to play against. I thought we really cut black hard. I thought we were going to get a lot of black cards, but apparently both drafters to my left and right somehow must have opened like a Liliana or something. I don't really know. We'll see during the game. We'll take another bump. That could actually be decent later on. I mean, our deck's not atrocious, but it's really not good. We'll take a Grotto in case we need to splash for something, which I don't think we have anything worth splashing for, but just in case. Maybe I should have taken that Blasphemous Act over the Juggernaut because it would have helped us deal with big dudes and opposing creatures. But I think the Juggernaut pick was okay since it's a creature and we seem to be pretty light on creatures. Okay, so once again, we did not open anything of value, which is a little frustrating. We opened decent playables, but nothing amazing. Alright, so we're obviously black-red. Put this in, Chalice of Life, sideboard. Yep, no, yep. Don't have too many vampires either. Okay, so we got 15, 16 cards. So let's see where we're at with this. We'll just put this in for now. We're going to cut some of these. Okay, so that's 25 cards. We need to cut 2 cards. We have 17 creatures. Probably the weakest cards are the Night Revelers and probably the wolf, I would say. Um, so we'll consider those the most. Okay, so this is good. It's good. It's good. Our late game looks pretty decent. Riot Devil sucks too, but you never know. This guy's good, but we don't have many vampires like the Watch Keep. Ghoul Razor's okay. Let's just put the Ghoul Razor over here as well because he's not amazing. Chosen and Markov's fine. Torturer's okay. Flare's hopefully going to be good. Disciple's good. Black Hats are good. So we could play this. We have 2 Bump in the Nights. I don't know if we're aggro enough for Bump in the Nights, but being able to 12 somebody if you really needed to and the game drew long, then yeah. We turned out with a pretty good amount of humans actually, so hopefully we can make this flare get some work. Maybe that being the case, I should have taken the thing that brings any creature or 2 zombies back as opposed to the Ghoul Razor. I think it's Ghoul Caller's Chant. But not super happy with this list, but we'll see. Alright. So this stays. Undying Evils. Decent. Okay, we have some good removals, so hopefully we can get there based off of our removal spells. Okay, no removal at the 3 or 4. Okay. So that's our curve. I think this guy is probably playable. 3 toughness is usually pretty good. The wolf is what it is. It's not amazing. First strike's decent. I think it's more of a sideboard card. The Ghoul Razor can only raise the Bone Flinger. So I don't really know if I like that. But if we're playing the Bump in the Nights, which we most likely are, we have to be aggressive. So that being said, maybe we do want the wolf. Okay, so let's take these 3 creatures, put them over here. Make sure we don't have anything worth splashing for, which I don't think we do. I mean, being aggressive, we might actually want this. We have a few ways to get morbid. I mean, let's consider this. I mean, we never play with it, so I could splash a Scab Goliath since we don't really have a huge late game. But I don't think that's what we want to do. I mean, it's a consideration, though. Wish I could play this, but we're not playing that. So that's really it. So 23 cards at the moment. 22, and let's see. We have 14 creatures. Interesting. I mean, Goliath is a zombie, but, doesn't really necessarily make Ghoul Razor that much better. 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I don't think we're playing the Goliath. The Night Revelers is a vampire, which makes the air, when the air is in play, it makes it better. But it's super late game, but I don't have any really strong late game stuff. So maybe that's the best card. The wolf is aggressive, so that might be really good. The Ghoul Razor I don't think I'm going to be playing. It doesn't bring back anything of importance other than the Bone Flinger. Plus it's double black, which makes it slightly harder to cast. I think I could cut that. Let's see, we need 2 more cuts. The Riot Devils is more defensive than aggressive. So maybe we want to put that off to the side. I don't know, it's like our deck doesn't seem very aggro. Maybe I don't want the Bump in the Nights. Maybe I just want to play more creatures. I have a feeling I want the extra little reach though. Let's see. If I take this here, put this here, cut the bumps. And that's 23 on the head. I mean, you gotta let me know what you think. You think I should be playing the bumps? I mean, this guy's defensive. This guy's defensive. Black cats are defensive. So my early game is not aggro at all. Riot Devils is more defensive. Kesef Wolf is a little bit aggressive. Watch Keep defensive. Okay, so I think the bumps are not really good in the list. It's just a matter of, do I want a Ghoul Razor over a Wolf? And since we're seeming to be a little bit more defensive, I think I'm going to take the Ghoul Razor and put it in. Alright, I don't really see anything else. The only other thing is maybe Splash for this. It's a possibility. I mean, it is definitely stronger than this, and a lot of our cards. I think we could maybe board into it. Let's just add land, keep things consistent. What do you suggest? Okay, I like 9-8. Hopefully it doesn't bite us. Alright, so that's the deck. Pretty nice curve. Maybe one too many fives. But the alternative is a wolf over a 4/4. I think we could live and hopefully draw mana. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll be bringing round 1 shortly. And as always, please subscribe.